share with you guys a time that God really showed His presence in my life. So I first went to Catholic school in 9th grade, and I was raised Catholic, but this is the first time that I really saw people who were so immersed in the faith. And I made a group of friends, and they just loved God, and I never understood it. So I went through my freshman and sophomore year wondering, how can I love God? How is this, like, why are they so joyful? And so I didn't really understand it. We got to the end of my junior year, and my school was actually organizing a trip to a day conference at a college nearby, and all my friends decided, yeah, we'll go. And I wasn't the type to do a religious event, but I was just the type to get involved, go with my friends. So I went, and immediately my friends were so happy. They were just joyful to talk about God and just praise Him, and I didn't understand it. I was looking around to them as we were praising and worshiping and putting out my hands when they were. I didn't know how to feel it. And so I went through all the lectures, not really taking anything in, and by the end of the day, I was just really upset. Like, all my friends were so at peace, and I just didn't understand it. And the last thing we did that night was adoration in an auditorium with a couple hundred people, and I sat there. I was so jealous of the joy and the passion, and I didn't pray. And in the middle of adoration, I stopped myself. In all this sorrow that I kept in, I said, you know what, God, I don't know if you're there. I really don't know, but in this next song, please just show yourself to me if you're there at all. And the next song that came on was All the Poor and Powerless. And I waited. I didn't linger on any of the bad feelings I had throughout the day. And this one verse came up, and it goes, shout it, go on and scream it from the mountain, go out and tell it to the masses that He is God. And I let it sit in my heart, and then it played a second time, and a third time. Shout it, go on and scream it from the mountain, go out and tell it to the masses that He is God. And immediately I was singing along, and I just felt this peace come over me. And I always think back to that moment, even today, that I just need to open my heart to God. It was this realization, like, I did not have to force myself onto Him. I didn't have to focus on what my friends were doing around me. That I just opened my heart, and God poured His love out onto me. And so that's my challenge for you guys today. Whether you felt something this past weekend, or whether you're sitting here wondering, was it even worth it? Was it worth coming? Yeah, God has still been here. God is always here. Just continue to open your hearts today at the Mass and forever. Every single day, wake up and tell yourself, you know, I'm giving this day to God. Whether I feel Him or not, I'm opening my heart. And God's grace never runs out. He loves you, and He's going to pour it all out for you. Thank you.